Ryan Anderson here, the driver of Son of a Digger, and you're watching Rod Rod's Championship League.
What is going on, everybody? Project Rod here, and it is time for Best Trick here in Stop 2 of Tour Blue. We've had our racing winner here today in Colorado going back-to-back. After getting the racing win back in Death Valley in Stop 1, Black Pearl and Steel Titan is unstoppable in racing so far this season, getting his second racing win. This is the leaderboards for racing after all that was said and done, and this is the leaderboards for the season. As you can see, Black Pearl extending his lead just slightly, now to a 10-point deficit between him and Megalodon. Brutus hanging on in third, and Lucas Stabilizer in fourth, Dalmatian in fifth, and so on and so forth. Let's go ahead and get started with Best Trick here in Colorado, and the first driver right out of the gate is going to be Brutus and Angel Garcia, the freestyle winner of Death Valley. Let's see if he has what it takes here to get his first Best Trick win of the season. Last time around in Death Valley, if I remember correctly, Brutus got a 7.423, in skills, so hopefully he can come out with something better here in Colorado, and so far popping it onto the back two tires. Kind of getting a reverse wheelie, if you will, controlling it beautifully. Now let's see what he has in store for us. Looks like he's going to accelerate it forward now. What can he do here? And a forward momentum backflip for Brutus, and Angel Garcia beautifully landed. And a great showcase of skill there. Nicely done by Brutus and Angel Garcia. He has one more opportunity now to give us something else to wow the crowd. And a great move early on for Brutus. And this may help him out, being the first one out, not going for a bicycle. Is it going to be short-lived? He's going to be close to that barrier, and it is. So that may hurt him a little bit when it comes to scoring, but that first trick was still pretty great. Let's see, take a look at a replay here. As you can see, he was going for a wheelie into that forward momentum backflip there, just accelerating, hitting that throttle at the last second to get that rotation. And then this short-lived bicycle here. Unfortunate that it was short-lived, but it is what it is, and a fantastic score, 8.978 for Brutus and Angel Garcia. So a great way to start off the competition. Here comes Little Drift 912 and Monster Jam going for a backflip right off the bat, and stuck on the two side tires and going for a reverse bicycle. I don't think those tires hit the ground yet. Kept that momentum and is going to carry that reverse bicycle as far as she can. Still taking it pretty far. Let's see how far she can take it. So far, nothing's gotten in her way. Maybe pure luck or just skill outright. I don't know. And right there, getting back on all fours. So a great first move for Monster Jam. Let's see what she has in store for us now. Going for a huge sky wheelie, but it might be too much as she's heading towards the outside of the stadium and crashing on top of the barrier there. And whoever built that fence knows how to do their job, because holy cow, that should have taken out that entire setup there. But right here, the first trick, a backflip, and then getting caught sideways and just gunning it in reverse all the way across the track here. And then this amazing sky wheelie, but I don't know if this may hurt her score. I'm not entirely sure, but right there landing on top of the fence there. And let's see, an 8.252, so a great score, but not enough to take the lead. And surprising, I don't know, maybe it was that sky wheelie that may have done it for her. I don't know, going kind of out of bounds. That may have hurt her a little bit. Here comes Firefly and Gravedigger the Legend popping it up and going for a nose wheelie, but could it be too much as he's trying to stop it, kissing that little container there, and gonna gun it in reverse now. Seeing what he can do, gonna go up and over and back on all fours. So not too bad. Almost ran into a little bit of trouble, but managed to get it. And I don't know, they might not count that as an attempt. That's kind of close to call, but it may have been accidental. I don't know. We'll leave it to the judges, but I don't think they're going to count that. He's getting lined up for his second one. They haven't stopped him yet, so looks like they're going to go easy. And look at this, a reverse flip off of that jump there and whipping it around. So a great comeback after that. And again, I don't think they're going to count that. It may have just been a slip up. They're going to let it slide. But there's the first trick there, a nose wheelie and then a moonwalk. And then right here, this beautiful reverse flip right there. Beautifully done. Perfect execution. And let's see what the scores are going to be in an 8.548 for Firefly. So an amazing score. And luckily no deductions for that other slip up. They let that go. Good enough for second, though. Here comes Drift 4912 and El Toro Loco. See what he has in store for us. Looks like he's going to get lined up for the container now. Going to go for maybe a popper off of that container. No, he's gunning it in reverse and going for a reverse flip off of the container and getting a bit of a corkscrew off of it. May have just been the angle but still landing it nonetheless, and a great first move for best trick here. So far, he's had some amazing attempts. So let's see what else he's going to carry here. And what else he's going to go for. Looks like he's going to go for a sky wheelie, hitting the smoke out of the nose at the very peak of the jump, hitting that jump awkwardly, and able to get a beautiful save right off the bat. So, a beautiful sky wheelie right here. We're looking at the replays as we wait for the scores. Getting that reverse flip, kind of a corkscrew flip because of the angle, and then this beautiful sky wheelie, landing it hard on the back end, but getting a save out of it. So should score pretty well. But is it going to be enough to take the lead away from Brutus? And no, a 7.474. So unfortunately, the judge is not really favoring that. And it's not going to be enough. Here comes April Summers in Monster Jam Dalmatian now. See what she has in store for us, and if she can take that top spot away from Angel Garcia and Brutus. So far, so good for Brutus. Kind of reminiscent of qualifying, held that lead for a while. But let's see who's going to be the one to knock him out, or if he can take it all the way to a win right here. Dalmatian and April Summers hitting it into a beautiful nose wheelie, popping it up into the front two tires and showing some great control here. Gonna ride it up to this center pod. Can she do a combo or a save out of it? No. She's gonna switch it to reverse and go for a moonwalk now. And landing it on the back four, or really on all four tires, excuse me. And finishing the first attempt. So a great first attempt for April Summers and Monster Jam Dalmatian. Now waiting for attempt number 2. Seeing what she has in store for us. Last time around, April Summers in Death Valley, if I'm not mistaken, scored a 7.112. So she did have a bit of a slip up where she wasn't able to get that first trick up and running. So that's what kind of hurt her score. But so far, so good. Let's see. Here comes attempt number 2, and beautifully done, popping it onto the two front tires yet again on the opposite end of the track. And seeing how far she can take this one. Can she get some kind of combo out of it? Or is that going to be everything she has? And that's going to be it for April Summers and Monster Jam Dalmatian. Now, is this going to be enough to take the lead? Definitely a great showcase of skill. Nothing too flashy, nothing too crazy. Just full-on skill, not touching the hood on the ground, just really showing what she has. And again, here's a replay of the second attempt. Again, no dragging of the hood on the dirt, just straight balance and skill. So is it going to be enough? And an 8.950, so just shy of knocking out Brutus, but not enough. Good enough for second place though, and honestly a great score. Didn't know or didn't think it would score too high. Didn't have anything too crazy, but again, great showcase of skill and good enough for second place. Here he goes, Higher Education in TAS 2009 now. Going to his first attempt, popping it up, and now he's going to go into a moonwalk up and over the jump. So pretty conservative, nice and simple for the cool bus here. Let's see what attempt number 2 is going to bring us. Last time around in Death Valley, Higher Education had a 6.942. Unfortunately, things didn't go his way. So hopefully he can turn things around here in Colorado. And I think he's just trying to figure out what his next move is going to be here. Looks like he's going to go for a bicycle right here off the bicycle ramp. Let's see how far he can take it, hitting that cement crush car, because those crush cars are the worst, and he's going to save it. Getting the grip on the front two tires and stopping right before getting to those barriers there, those dumpsters, whatever you want to call them. And that's going to be it for Higher Education as we take a look at a replay here. Nice up and over, pretty easy conservative move for attempt number 1 right here. Unfortunately, those crush cars getting in the way, launching him forward, but he was able to gas it and save it on all 4 tires, and a 7.581 is going to be the score for Higher Education. Here comes worst COD player in Son of a Digger now. Last time around in Death Valley, unfortunately only able to get 1 attempt in. Something happened. That first attempt was pretty wild, and it must have messed up something in the truck to keep him from going into a second attempt. So hopefully better luck here in Colorado as he's accelerating pretty quick. We had some crazy feedback from our camera here, but was able to get a double backflip, and now he's stuck into some crazy sidewalls. They may count this still for his first attempt. I don't know. We're going to leave it to the judges, but he's still stuck in those crazy sidewalls, and right there saving it on all 4 tires. So a great first attempt for Son of a Digger, but is it going to be enough to take the lead? Gonna see now what his second attempt is going to be. He needs to follow up with something big after that to really take the lead here. And looks like he's going to go possibly for a sky wheelie. No, just looks like just some big air. Nothing too wild on that second attempt. I don't know, maybe something's up with the truck that he couldn't really get anything too crazy. But right here, that amazing double backflip and then stuck in those sidewalls there. But is this second attempt going to hurt his score? It may. given that it was just some big air. Nothing too crazy there. So a 6.929 for Son of a Digger. So it looks like that second attempt did hurt his score, and that is very unfortunate for Son of a Digger and worst COD player. Here comes Pilor89 and Megalodon, who was your fastest qualifier here today. Unfortunately, did not come out on top with a racing win. That went to Black Pearl and Steel Titan. So can he redeem himself here and come out on top with a skills win? He took it back in back in Death Valley, taking the best trick win with an 8.524. So can he do the same here in Colorado? He has to beat Brutus though with an 8.978. So far the highest score we've seen so far for best trick in this tour. So right here, a beautiful attempt up and over that center pod, and a nose wheelie showing great control, great balance, and pretty reminiscent to that of April Summers and how she didn't have that hood touch the dirt or nothing. Pretty great control, and right here gonna combo it up and over with a sky wheelie, and gonna still combo it with a little bit of a wheelie afterwards, running out of real estate, but still a great attempt for Megalodon. Wonder what he has in store for number 2 now. Looks like he's backing up to get some good air going. Here we go. He's going to go up and over. Gonna get it on the back 2 tires, excuse me. He's going to go for a wheelie all the way across the center pod and getting a front flip off the center pod. So beautifully done for attempt number 2. And honestly, this is the best track to do something like that because of all the space that you have. So Megalodon and Pilor89, is this going to be enough to take the lead? And I feel like it may be. This first attempt showing amazing skill, going all the way across, up and over, comboing it with a wheelie, and then right here getting a wheelie across into a front flip, and the scores are coming in. Is Megalodon your new leader? And he is a 9.246 for Pilor89 and Megalodon, as 2 more competitors are left. Can Megalodon go back to back like Black Pearl? Or does Lucas Stabilizer and Cecily96 have something to say about that and stop him in his tracks? Let's see what she has in store for her first attempt, backing up for some huge air. And is she going to get, yes, she's going to get slap wheelie out of this. And is she going to ride it into a front flip like Megalodon? And she is. Front flip and landing it into a wheelie. So comboing the front flip with a wheelie up and over that jump. So beautifully executed by Lucas Stabilizer here. So if she can follow this up with a great second attempt, we could possibly have a new leader. I don't know. That was a great attempt by Lucas Stabilizer. Let's see. Not sure what she has in store for us here. Looks like she's backing it up for the container. Could she go for a popper off of the container? Getting those back 2 tires on top of it, and she's going to pop it up and balance it on the front 2 tires. Getting a nice stoppy nose wheelie out of it. Kind of balancing it. Let's see. Can she ride it along, or what is she going to do? She's going to go for a reverse flip, but not enough. Catching that back end and ending the run early. So, is it going to be enough to take the lead? I don't know. This first attempt was amazing, but is it going to be amazing enough to take the lead? I don't know. It's all going to come down to the judges right here. This beautiful front flip into a wheelie and then up and over the obstacle here. So, honestly, a great showcase of what she has, the skill she has on this track. And right here, this popper, unfortunately not able to get the reverse flip out of it. But what do the judges think? And yes, surprisingly, a new leader, a 9.399 for Cecily96. So taking that win away from Megalodon, surprisingly. That first trick, honestly, that first trick was great. It was fantastic. That second one, it was a failed attempt, but still pretty good. But I don't know, that's kind of odd. But I mean, hey, that's a new leader. We have one more truck in the way now, and it's Black Pearl and Steel Titan. Let's see if he can come out with a best trick win after getting racing here in Colorado. Going for a bicycle, he's going to combo it with a moonwalk, and there it is. Had it stopped on the 2 front tires for a bit, and he's going to ride it all the way along and gonna come to a stop there as that obstacle got in the way. Able to save it. Nicely done for Black Pearl and Steel Titan, able to continue the run. Now, what is his second attempt going to be, and is it going to be good enough to take the lead away from Cecily96? A surprising score for Lucas Stabilizer, but I don't know, maybe Black Pearl can come out with something pretty fantastic and take that lead and honestly overall the win. So let's see what's going to happen here. Looks like he's lining up for his second attempt now. Wonder what he has in store for us now. Looks like he's gonna gun it in reverse and get it up on the back 2 tires into a wheelie, and he's gonna go backwards with it. He's gonna roll back for whatever, somersault, reverse somersault, and combo it with a moonwalk. So greatly done by Black Pearl. I don't know if that was intentional or not. Left me kind of speechless because I didn't know exactly what to say. It kind of caught me by surprise, but a great attempt by Black Pearl and Steel Titan. So it all comes down to this. Do the judges think it's enough? As we take a look at a replay here, that beautiful bicycle comboing it with a stoppie into a moonwalk, riding it across the track a little bit, and then right here again caught me, had me in a loss of words because I did not know what to expect here. I thought the run may have been over, but that beautiful save, that reverse somersault into a moonwalk. So is it going to be enough? Of the scores come in at an 8.558, so it's not going to be enough. Black Pearl is not going to take the win. The win is going to go to Lucas Stabilizer and Cecily 96. That front flip was all it took, apparently, to convince the judges that she deserved the win. So right there, Megalodon in second, Brutus in third, Dalmatian in fourth, and Black Pearl in fifth. And this is the bottom 6. Gravedigger the Legend, Monster Mutt, Higher Education, Toro Loco, and Son of a Digger. Let's go ahead and take a look at the leaderboards for the season here. That gap getting smaller between Black Pearl and Megalodon. Black Pearl with 64, Megalodon with 57. No one's really shifted positions aside from Higher Education and Son of a Digger. So it's going to get interesting to see how the rest of this competition is going to take as freestyle progresses. Megalodon's still in line to be the overall event champion, so freestyle is going to be the deciding factor here. So be sure to check that out, as freestyle is the next competition, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and be sure to like the video for more Monster Jam content, and we will see you in freestyle.